Hello. Hello, please. Hello. Okay. Video unavailable. That's not true. That's not true. Show me the video. YouTube. Quit messing with me, YouTube. Okay, let's go ahead and pin a message here. UE5, C++, game dev, RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite. Boom. The magic words. Okay, there's the other video. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Let's continue with the gas rewrite. Yesterday we started, what did we start doing? We started replacing all the ability usages, but then I needed the, oh yeah, the end abilities, and then I think there was also a mob audio thing that I needed to fix. So let's just plow ahead. So we need to do my end ability. No, we need to call it. Oh, did I not make it blueprint callable? Do I need to rebuild it now? Oh, what a bad start. Oh, what a bad start. Blueprint call. Oh, I have end. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that shouldn't be blueprint callable. Well, I just saved myself from a bug there. Yeah, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. What are you doing today? More of the same. Just more of the same. Gas rewrite. Continuing with that. Why do I have building component open? Is that necessary? Ooh, it might be. I think I do execute like a construction ability here. Oof. Okay, I'll need to check that out. Let's go to... Should probably be in like some interact. Maybe I'll just search ability. Oh, adding loose gameplay tags as well. Your moment has come. Tell me the most important piece of advice you can think of before I go. Okay, the most important piece of advice that I think you need. You specifically. This is handcrafted advice specifically for you, Dr. Semi. I think you need to not get advice from live streamers. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, we're gonna need to change all of these. Yeah, get owner on this should be a entity context object, so we should be able to remove loose gameplay tags from entity. We should just be able to wire these together. I'm so stoned. Have a good one, you too. Hey, sleep well. Sleep well, my stoned friend. Sleep well. Sweet dreams, stoner. Okay, we gotta add some loose tags too. Wrong one. Blueprints are very weird. How do you even make a function? You click this plus button, and then you have a function. And then you can create inputs and outputs. Boom. Please delete. There you go. Yeah, I don't prefer blueprints, but I like having the option. They are nice. They are nice for some things. Finding what you need in blueprints, though, is a giga pain. It is a giga pain. I am working on rewriting the gameplay ability system in Unreal Engine. And so I've done like a ton of work here. I have a commit that is 132 files large and growing, probably. So we've done a lot of work, and now I need to go through and like replace a bunch of shit in all of my gameplay abilities and stuff. So we're on building component. I think I may actually need building object actor as well. Or it's like base. Where's that? Base building. Oh dear. Why did it scroll to the bottom? Why? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're wrong. You are wrong. Ability class. Wait, did I make a function for activating an ability? I forgot. It's been days. I've been in the trenches for days. Let's check ability utils. Yeah, there is a try activate ability somewhere, right? Yeah, try activate ability. That's what I want. Try activate ability. Entity context object. Wait, didn't I... Did I not do this? Did I not? Boom. Boom. Has matching gameplay tag. Yeah, that's gonna be... I'm gonna need to rewrite that one, aren't I? Same with getting the float attributes. Oh, there's so much that needs to change. Oh, there's so much that needs to change. Oh dear. Oh dear, here we go. Here we go. Yep. Okay. 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 This is why we're here. This is why we're here. Blueprint callable. Blueprint your category, entity ability. This is going to be static, movable, has what is it called here? Has gameplay tag. This is just going to be entity has tag, and make it a f gameplay tag container. Has matching gameplay tag. So we're gonna need 3 of these. Should probably make a different utils file. Any tags, all tags, and then just has tag. Has tag. So we need those. We need those. So auto applied tags equals get entity data from context. What is that in entity utils, I hope? It is. Cool. Cool. So if applied tags return no, we don't use that. We use that. Otherwise return false. Yeah. Okay, let's create these other ones. Come on, AI, just power through these. You can do it. As all. Beautiful. Wait, I don't have a has any? I didn't build a has any yet? As any. Okay. As any. Okay. So we have those now. I need to get attributes as well. I need to get attributes as well. Which is just an enum. It is just an enum at this point. Which I think is fine. I think that's fine. Static float get attribute from entity. The attribute should be a t enum as byte e attribute. What did I name it? E entity attribute. Forward declare it. Don't know why I said that so weird. So now that we have this, we want to auto, well, I'll say switch case on the attribute. Okay. Case, it's going to be special for like, there's going to be certain ones that are special. Thank you for the sub, my dude. Welcome in. Welcome in. So health is going to be special. Damage I should get rid of, because we're not doing damage that way anymore. I think health, mana, move speed are special. Max health, maybe. I don't know. Max health, probably not special. Let's just do health and mana for now as special ones. And right now, it's just going to be the same as the other ones. Yeah, I will probably have that. I will probably have that data. Maybe we should just create that now. And then the default case is auto attribute data f attribute entity data if attribute data then return if attribute data then return attribute get attribute value. Yeah. And then otherwise return 0. And I don't know, that's pretty clean actually. That's pretty clean. We'll just do the ternary. Not worry about that at all. Well, there's gonna be more than just mana as a resource, actually. Because we could have rage, we could have, you know, energy and stuff like that. Well, I could maybe want to have entities to have multiple pools, multiple attribute pools. So maybe mana not special for now, just health. I know health I want to handle specially, and I did say I wanted move speed is special as well. There you go. Let's create those real quick. Create those. File, let's go here. Attribute entity util. What do I want to call this? Health entity data. I'll say health attribute data. Let's call it attribute data. Maybe let's also put a file type on it. Pragma once include Health attribute data dot generated use struct. Where are my autocompletes at? They are nowhere to be found. Fine, we're just gonna raw dog it then. Oh, there they are. Thank you. Thank you. Health. Edit anywhere? No. 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 Couldn't you replace the switch with a method in the enum as a double dispatch and pass the state as an argument? My dude, my brother in Christ, what the hell are you talking about? First of all, can you put methods in an enum? Have I been living under a rock? I don't think you can put a method inside of an enum. You'd have to make a static function or something for that. And what state are you talking about? And what the hell? What do you mean by double dispatch? Bro, you can't write the script. No, it's not AFK. What? Are you guys in the right chat? I'm so confused. I think you guys are watching a different stream than me. You can put methods and structs that I know. Right, but not an enum, right? How would you even do void okay, well fucking void funky wonk. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can put a, unless you have to do something like e entity attribute func. I guess give it a type void func. Yeah, I've never heard of, first of all, even if you can, I don't think you should. I don't think you should do that in any language. Enums have methods in other languages. I mean, not ones that you define though, right? They're like built-in ones. Double dispatch is the visitor pattern, basically. My dude, I just need to get some data. Like this isn't rocket science. I don't need to use visitor pattern double dispatches to just grab a piece of data. Anyways, where was I? Health attribute. Let's also do move speed attribute. File attribute data dot h flow. Thank you. F move speed attribute data. Thank you. Generate a body. We'll just go float, move speed. And yeah, I'll need to wire all that stuff up. Move speed. I do have movement entity data, but we're going to do move speed attribute data. Okay, entity interface. We got, yeah, we have our data. Okay, so get float attribute, and then I called it get attribute from entity. That's fine. That's fine. And then we'll give it the enum there. Does that create, that should create a selector on the object, right? I fucking hope so. I fucking hope so. Has matching gameplay tag. We just have has. We're just gonna use has tag. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be a lot we need to replace in here. Let me check. The interact. Start construct building. Yeah. Okay, that's where I just was. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to come back to that. We will need to come back to that after we rebuild. Let's plow ahead here. Plow ahead here. I really just need to replace the end and cancels, yeah, with my cancel that has blackjack and hookers. And I think that's it here. Wait a second, stop. Oh, that's did I get the mob audio? Where's the mob audio component? Here we go. There we go. Okay, now we're done here. Now my work is done here. Okay, moving on. Moving on. This one I think is probably good. What is this? Oh, this is a fireball projectile. Yeah, we're Gucci there. This one we're looking good. Handle hit. Apply gameplay. Oh yeah, here. We need to replace this one. So we want, this is on the ability, so apply effect to target. Here we go. Effect row handle. Let's create a local variable for frost nova effect. This is a data table row handle. Plug that in. I don't have that effect yet. We'll just only populate the table here. Target entity. And we can. Didn't I already do this? I feel like this didn't save. Wait, target entity. Oh, it's just an entity. Okay. Just an entity. Okay. Yeah, then the rest of this can be gone. Be gone. Can you become my master and teach me how to become master of all master programmer? Sure. Okay, I think we're good here on that one. Just how satisfying it is to see someone write code with bare hands and not using some weird agentic AI shit. I do use AI every once in a while, but yeah, I've been coding long enough that I don't need the help of a rusty clanker. dirty clanker. No, I use it sometimes. It's nice. But for the most part, I don't. For the most part, I don't. This is Unreal Engine. I just need to go through, and I'm doing kind of a migration, I suppose. A migration of sorts. It's kind of like auditing each of these. Our castability, okay. Remove loose gameplay tags. Yeah, we need to replace that one. Remove loose tags from entity. Get self, and then replace that. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Okay, check this out. I guess I don't use that one. Do I use that anywhere? I'm gonna say no. Let's just do the last member. No. Okay, let's delete that. Ability location. Okay, that looks good. Apply effect. Okay. We look good there. Attach weapon. Commit ability cost. Yeah, we don't want that. Oh shit, did I not make those blueprint callable? Where is it? Yeah, no. No, I did not. No, I did not. My apply cooldown and my commit ability, those should all be blueprint callable. Shit, so now I have to go back through. Yeah. That is just the arrow projectile, so we're good there. Grant ability modifier effect, yeah, I need to replace that whole system. So we're not doing that one yet. Cancel. Okay, just cancel. There we go. So gassy. Welcome in, Cavino. How's it going, my dude? Been doing a lot of game jams over there. The goo is taking a back seat. Commit ability. Yeah, I need to go back through. I might as well just rebuild now. There's enough that I need to do here. That doesn't have any logic in it. Cast, destroy. Okay, this one's fairly simple. Apply effect to target. Target entity. Instigator. So I just need to get current target. Is that what's happening here? What is happening here? This is a cast ability. This is what? Oh, this is the imbue weapon. Wait, I'm doing this twice? Oh, that's the ability modifier effect. That's the ability modifier effect. Okay. Let us get current target. And then break that. There we go. It's going, and yeah, about to be doing even more jams. Oh man, you just got all sorts of time, huh? They just all appeared at once. I mentioned I was thinking about them, and then boom. Yeah, I guess that's how it works when you got a pretty sizable community over there. I'm sure people just came out of the woodworks. You mentioned that. That should be pretty helpful for my quest in making games actually fun. That is a noble quest. That is a noble quest. Good luck. Good luck. AAA shudders at the sight of Covino. Making games fun, they scoffed. I hate the editor sometimes. This one's all good as well. Maybe I should close the ones that I know are all good. That one still needs work. That one still needs work. This one is done. This one is done. Cast spell spawn. That one's done. This one needs work. This one is done. This one is done. Aim shot needs work. Blizzard. I think Blizzard was done. I think Blizzard was done. Start cast ability. What is that? Oh, that's the C++ function. Okay. Get player character. Get local player. Okay, this one I think is done as well. Ooh, cancel ability. I missed one. It looks so complicated. Yeah, the noodles, they do be noodling. They do be noodling like that. Okay, I think that one's done now too. You might actually be done as well. Okay, Frost Nova is done. Fireball projectile, I believe, is done. Ranged ability, you might be done. Yeah, you're done. End. That's mine. Okay, I did do that one right. Destroy actor, spawn. Okay, you're done. And then we maybe need to go through here. I need to do a full audit of like removing or adding loose gameplay tags. Thank you for the subs, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am working on rewriting the gameplay ability system, and I need to rebuild. Fuck, I should have shut the editor down properly. Oh no. Oh, did it? I mean, I clicked save. And you think that that would mean I have full confidence in that things are saved, but not when it comes to Unreal Engine. So I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain, AI generated quests, and as a part of that, I want to run like the entire world. I have a very large open world. It's about 15 kilometers, so very, very big. And I want to run the whole world. So when you build a colony and you run to the other side of the world, I want your colony to still be running. And if you send some guys out to the forest to go chop trees, they will have to run to that forest and they will have to find a tree and chop it down and bring the wood back, regardless of whether or not you're there. Most games don't do things like that. They either just turn off the simulation when you're not around, or they fake it in some way. You know, they'll just run an equation in the background where it's like, oh, there's 4 people chopping wood, so that means 40 wood per hour, or something like that, right? I want to make the world feel really alive. I will have NPC ran colonies as well that you can interact with. And I want those to be running too. And I want all those just kind of random interactions and, you know, combats especially as well to happen. You know, so if you send some guys out to the forest to chop trees and there's a wolf or a bandit in the forest, they will get attacked. And that combat will happen. And I was doing everything through GAS, the gameplay ability system, which is a built-in Unreal Engine framework system library thingo. And it was nice. It's a really good system. I think you should check it out, see if it suits your needs. But for me, I could only get up to like 200 entities in combat before I dropped to like 20 FPS. And that's because basically everything in GAS needs to run on the game thread. Can't have that. Can't have that. I need to parallel process my systems. I wrote my own ECS to efficiently run thousands and thousands of entities. You know, we'll have up to, you know, 10,000 plus running, right? There will be entities that I just turn off that aren't super important, right? Like the wolf in the forest, I don't need to fully simulate that, right? He just kind of wanders around and is there to be attacked or to attack. So I have like entity invokers that will, you know, if you're an invoker, you're running at all times. And then if there's another entity within your invocation radius, it will turn that entity on. So that's going to help there. But yeah, I need to, now that I have this ECS system, I need to rewrite GAS into it, which is like a completely different way of doing things. Like an ECS is composition over inheritance rather than, you know, object-oriented programming. So it's quite a bit different. And I'm reusing for now the gameplay ability assets themselves, but I have replaced effects and attributes. And so there's going to need to be some pretty big changes to my project. I've been coding for like 6 days straight, haven't ran a lick of fucking code. So it's going to be a shit show when I finally do. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. I should probably have, you know, done this in better vertical slices, but I'm just kind of taking a hacksaw to it. This is fun hobby programming, right? I don't need to follow convention. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Okay, how do I get it to work in line like this one? Let me look at this real quick. Oh my god, I didn't even make them blueprintable. Is that why? It's not blueprintable. I forget which one is which. We want blueprint type. We want blueprint type. Maybe that's why. Okay, well, we'll need to rebuild that. And yes, I am doing this alone. I am doing this alone. I can show the procedural terrain here after this rebuild. Dude, 60? What, are you fucking shitting me? Why are we rebuilding 60 things? Because of my attribute entity data. I definitely do not import this into 60 files. That is not... Like, castability. Why would castability... Why does this need to... Can I get a in the chat, please? What is the interactable melee? Like, none of this stuff imports the... I mean, it must import something that imports the attribute entity data, but like... Waiting for memory pressure to go down? Oh my god. What is happening right now? That's definitely not being very smart about figuring out the imports. And probably I'm not being very smart either about what I am importing. That's insane though. 60 things for changing that? For adding an entity attribute? I mean, I could put that in a different file. That will probably help. But it shouldn't be this bad to begin with. But anyways, when this boots up, I can show the procedural terrain, which is probably the most impressive thing that I've done so far. And right now everything's kind of broken. Usually I like spawn and I have entities spawn in the world and stuff like that, but everything's broken, so nothing will spawn. But I can still at least show some different seeds. New seed. Well, we'll just start on whatever this one is. Yeah, just play. So here's the procedural terrain. There it goes. I do have some different textures and stuff for the ground in some places. Then we have the underground caves as well. So we have a couple different biomes. It's not fully spawned yet. Ignore that. We got some noodle caves. Some hemp. Some resources spawned out in the world that you can grab. It'll eventually be used for like crafting. No crafting in here yet. There will eventually be ore spawned down here. Eventually. Yummy. Thank you. Thank you. The nicest thing anyone's ever said about my procedural terrain algorithm. These are all just like placeholder assets for now, just kind of free for the month stuff that I've picked up, so will not look like this eventually. Will not look like this eventually. Yeah, so this is my meadows biome here, and this is my forest biome over here. Right now I only have the two. Let's do a different seed. Excuse me. So this is like my super flat terrain zone. I guess I have two kind of flat ones. This one's bumpier, some bumpier terrain, mountains and stuff there. I was talking about noodle caves. Oh yeah, the noodle caves are yummy. I have the cheese caves too. So this is like a little, well, it's cheese noise. I don't have any, it's all noodles on this one. Here's a little cheese cave here. The blobby ones are the cheese caves. Well, that's kind of a boring seed. Now we get some zones with some different colors. I was just kind of playing around. I don't blend them at all, as you can see. There's some sharp edges there. Need to do that still. So yeah, there's some procedural terrain. Whoa, dude, that's so crazy. There's like this little tiny hole. And if you go in this hole, it like there's this big cave here. Not fully generated yet, but yeah, so that's the world. What are you working on today? I am continuing rewriting my rewrite of the gameplay ability system. I am continuing that. Where is, yeah, so we wanted to try out get attribute from entity. Okay, yeah, so this one. Entity attribute. How do I get this selector here? I wanted this. How do I get that? Hola, welcome in. How's it going? We're just getting started, but going well so far. Thank you. How do I get that selector though? How do I like, what other enum like methods are there that I can check out? That's enum parameter. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Enum equal enum. Let's search for that. Does it just need to be not a t enum as byte? I think maybe. Get node title. Okay, let's look at this node. See how they do it here. Oh, they had to create a whole ass node. Oh, I hate that. Switch on enum, select enum. I don't think that is what I'm talking about. I want this right here, this pin. I want this pin to be like this. You know, I want the selector there. I understand I can do like a switch here. I just want a drop down for what that is. Create pin. Pin connection list changed. There's gotta be some code in here somewhere that like populates it or something. Dude, do I, oh my god, dude, look how much fucking code they had to write for a fucking equals. Oh, I'm in the wrong class, but still, it's still a lot. I'm sure someone has searched for this before. How to get enum selector as function parameter blueprints. No, okay, no one is asking what I'm talking about here. Maybe I'm asking it the wrong way. Unreal Engine, let's just do blueprint function enum parameter. Yeah, I didn't think you could not do T enum as byte. Wait, what is that? I want that. I want that. Why does mine not do that? Oh, I bet it's because it's a ref. I bet it's because it's a ref. Okay. Wait, what else was I doing that didn't show up as a selector? Was it the apply effect to target? Oh yeah, it was the data table thing, which I don't think I've ever seen that show up as a selector, yeah, on a node. So maybe that one never does. Okay, dare I rebuild this? This might take a while to rebuild. Fuck it, we'll just do it. Okay, let's see how many things we need to rebuild now. Only 18. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right. I think that's why. I think that's why. It would make sense. That does make sense, right? Because it wants a specific. It wants a specific like instance at that point. If you do a ref there. Jared, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Adrian as well. Thank you. Welcome in, guys. Okay, get attribute from entity. There we go. Boom. Okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. Shadow, hello, welcome. Okay. There's probably a lot in this building base object. I'm going to come back to that one in a second. Let's finish off these abilities here. Finish off these abilities here. Okay, apply cost. Apply cost. Okay, I think you're done now too. Probably some I missed, but we'll just have to find those as we come across them. The ability modifier effect, cancel, and yeah, so we still just need to replace the ability modifier effects, which is it's a whole ass system I made. That'll, in due time, my get ability level. Power shots, yes. My commit ability. Okay. Commit ability, there we go. Okay, base object, building component. I guess I need to find anywhere that I do anything like, yeah, well, first of all, this one as well. Entity has tag. Again, okay, again. It takes a ref. Okay, so I need to change that. Entity has tag. Okay, so I did learn something. So if you want something to show up as a selector in the editor, it cannot be a ref. Not be a ref. Might as well do it here as well on these guys. Okay. Save all. We're gonna need to rebuild again. Again. Okay. What am I making? I am making an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite kind of game. And I'm making my own ability system, trying to replace the built-in gameplay ability system within Unreal Engine, such that it can be more performant for me. Who knows if that'll actually be the case at this point. It is becoming a lot simpler, though. I mean, when you build something bespoke for your own, you know, application, your own game or whatever, it does kind of make things simpler. You just don't have all the boilerplate. That is the downside of using built-in systems, is that it can actually be slightly more complicated because they have to support all of these different use cases that maybe you don't have in your game. Okay. Bro, okay, no, it did, never mind. Also, I think this is supposed to be max health. Oh no, health is right there. Health is right there. Hit interacting actor. Yeah, we can still do this right here. Has, entity has tag. Here we go. Here we go. Interesting. And then it's not a blueprint pure. Interesting. Why is that? What does this icon mean again? Message. It does nothing if the target does not implement the required interface. That means what? It runs on like the client or some shits? Forget what that little icon means. Is that just the message icon then? Also, why? I don't know that I care about that anymore. I don't know that I care about that anymore. Get owner. I think we still want owner there. Lead-in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so let's look up finish area placement. Okay, let's look up loose tag. Okay, so only 2 places there. Let's look up attribute. Nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna say building component is done. We're gonna say that that's done. Let's look up loose tag here. Tag. No loose tag. Okay. Attribute. Ooh, wait for attribute change. Yeah, I'm gonna need to rewrite those ones too. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Because this is a whole class, right? Of course I can't, like, click into it. Yeah, we're gonna need to, do. It's gonna be really annoying too to have the gameplay ability system, like selectors, not selectors, but functions like show up in drop downs. Oh, should I have it return a bool as well, just in case it doesn't exist, maybe? Maybe. Mayhaps we should do that. Crubs, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Are we good there? I think we're good there. So I think for the most part, everything but these wait for attribute changes are done here. Did I do loose tags already in this one? Wait. There should be. That should show up. I thought there definitely for sure was. Oh, I need to do like has tag as well. Probably should have done that. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot, especially with the tags. Well, actually, should I have done that? I should have done the gameplay tag interface, right? And then I could have reused the existing ones. I probably maybe should have done that. Gameplay tag asset interface. Yeah, I think maybe my... Yeah. I should probably have done that. Then I wouldn't need to have changed any of them. Okay, so I would need to do that on the proxy actor, the player character, and the ability class, probably. Although the ability class like has matching gameplay tag, you'd think you would be selecting it on the ability itself. That wouldn't exactly be straightforward to read. Do you love maths as a software engineer? Not necessarily. Not just for math's sake. I love the output of it sometimes. You know, like procedural terrain, very fun. Very fun. Well, I think most of the ability migration is done. That's done now. But really, we just need cleave and imbue weapon, and we just need the ability modifier effect things to be replaced there. And then I need to think maybe a little bit harder about the gameplay tag situation. Because yeah, replacing all those is going to be a pain. Attributes. Get float attribute. Is that a message? That's not a message. Yeah, that specifically gets the ability system component from the actor. So that one does need to be replaced. And then maybe rather than statics, I could do an well, no, because they're all the same. So an interface wouldn't make sense. Okay, yeah, we'll just need to think about the tags. We'll just need to think about that for a hot sec. And then maybe the NPC character, we'd want to do it there too, just to avoid any bugs. Probably shouldn't use the NPC character because that's just like the avatar representation. It's not the actual owner actor like the proxy actor is. But I could definitely see myself accidentally using that and getting gameplay tags on that. Okay, so I think we can close those. I think, what should we do next here? Should we do that gameplay tag thing now? Okay, so let me write down some things that are next here. Rewrite gas, yes. Things to do next. Give me some bullet points. I need to gameplay tag interface. I need to add ability modifier effects. I need to rewrite what are they called? Gameplay. It's like the wait for gameplay task. At least the attribute change ones. I think there are some other ones as well. Wait, gameplay tag added. Gameplay tag callback. Register. This specifically keys off of the ability system component. So yeah, we will. Why doesn't it use the gameplay tag interface, or the gameplay tag asset interface or whatever? That would be a perfect use case for this. Then I could reuse it. No, instead it has to specifically get the ability system component and register a gameplay tag event. Oh. And so the event. Yeah, the events. Oof. How am I gonna work in these events here? I'm just canceling when this tag gets added. Is that how I should do that? Or should I just have the blocked by tags? I think I should probably just use the blocked by tags here. Why didn't I do that before? There had to have been a reason, because that's just so obvious. Yeah, why didn't I do that? Because I'm just binding cancel. And this is a level of indirection that I don't even need anymore. Oh, I guess I do need it because I'm using it in the ability NMQ. Or no, this is the montage. Yeah, play montage and wait for event. New ability task. Stare at code, yeah. Story of my life. New ability task. Do you have any reference to the ability system component? Oh boy. Oh boy. There's no CPP file. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. RIP. So I guess there is some... Yeah, like for this one, waiting for the cast tag. Does nothing, actually. I guess I don't use the montage for the cast ability at all anymore. I think I did it at one point. I was looking for all the places that use ability task in my project. We looked at those. Should broadcast. Ability task. Oh, that's my own. Oh, that's my own code. I didn't even realize that. Wait weapon active. Wait gameplay event. And is that what I was using on the other ones? Let me look at that real quick. I don't know if I actually use this anymore. Yeah, it uses the ability system component again. So I guess there's not actually a whole lot of cases where I need to execute arbitrary code as a result of a gameplay tag being added. I think I can actually change some of those ability tasks to maybe just block ability by tags. Which is some code I need to write. Who is that? Jed! Welcome in.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
How's it going, Jed?
Put it in reverse.
Welcome in, everyone.
Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord.
We're talking about rewriting gas today.
Oh, Lord.
As we have been for a while. Boom. Hello.
What the dog doing?
Stefan, welcome in. Get Good by Lil Goo Jed M NZ. Jed, don't goo on me, please. Jed has already gooed on me enough. You know. free gas. John Cena comes out of nowhere. He does that. He do be doing that. You guys want to see some seeds here? Let's look at some seeds. Yeah, so I've been rewriting gas for like the past 6 days. So that's what we're talking about today. Of course, this is an absolutely abhorred seed. This is the middle of the ocean. Let's try a different one. How was your stream though, Jed? Anything you want to share? Anything you want to show off? Okay, so here's some procedural terrain. I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain. It'll be destructible as well. And we'll have AI generated quests. And I will be running the entire world. This is just a small section of the world. So the whole world is, I think, 15 kilometers large, if my math is correct. Which it very well may not be. Very well may not be. And so I wrote my own ECS, which is just like a very efficient way of running thousands and thousands of entities. And I was using the gameplay ability system, which was a built-in Unreal Engine framework. And it was great. It was going well until I got up to about 200 entities all in combat at once, and it dropped to about 20 FPS. So that's not performant enough for me. So now that I have my own ECS, I need to rewrite basically all of how gas works, but into my ECS system so that it's super efficient. Amethyst, welcome. Just starting to learn gas, and man's rewriting it so much. Yeah. Well, it was nice because it gave me a good understanding of like what I would need out of my system, which is most of what gas gives you, right? Most of what gas gives you, I would need. And the rewrite, it's going well. It's just there's just a lot of things that I need to change. I've effectively replaced gameplay effects. I'm still using gameplay abilities, like the assets themselves. But I will probably... I'm just reusing them because they have a lot of members on there that I would need anyway. It's just kind of like an intermediary step in the replacement. I think this is actually ocean right here. But I think that we have an island over here, and then an island over here. I don't have water yet. I need... Oh no, it's not an ocean. It's a meadows. Sorry. It's a meadows. I need Prismatica to finish up that water plugin. So I don't have to learn how water works. Yeah, this is my meadows biome. And then we have a nice little entrance over here. I would show the map, but everything's broken right now. I need the player spawned in order to show the map. Then yeah, here's my foresty biome. This one's kind of a boring seed as well. Kind of a boring one. Let's get a good one. Show me a good one for the people. Jed, you need to get some sleep, my dude. I looked up the time in New Zealand when I saw your stream title was like late night something or other, and I was like, what time is it in New Zealand? It was like fucking 1 a.m. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Sable's looking nice though. Sable's looking nice. This is another meadows biome. Yeah, I want give me a big mountain. Show the people a big mountain. Yeah, I can't wait to work more on it, but it's like at a state where it's like good enough for now, you know what I mean? And it's like there's just other more important stuff. Other more important stuff to work on. It is one of the things I think I enjoy working on the most though. I have some really cool ideas for what I'm gonna do next. There we go. There's a little mountain. Little pointy boy there. Yeah, and I would love to run around and actually get some more of this to generate. But I can't because it's all broken. So yeah, nice flat zone over here. And we got a kind of a hilly zone over here. Each zone is like surrounded by these mountains here. Like you get a mountain range around each zone, and then it'll change. For the most part, it should change the terrain parameters in each zone. But I only have like maybe 4 or 5 different sets of parameters that change the terrain shape. We'll be adding more, of course. We'll be adding more. Nice big cave right here. Nice big cheese cave. Eventually we'll get some ore spawn down here that you can mine and stuff. Very a la Minecraft. So that's you know, it'll for my game, I'm thinking something like vanilla WoW, like classes in combat, plus RimWorld Colony Sim, plus like Hades in terms of like the gods and roguelite-ness of it. And I'm gonna be experimenting with like a long form roguelite, which is something that it was an idea I had. What is happening? Did my player actually spawn? Oh, I spawned. Holy shit. Okay, why do I look like this? I look like what's that game? Is it Rayman? Yeah, Rayman. I look like one of those games. Okay, I just fell way down in this cave. This cave goes on forever. That is a big cave. So it's so deep that some of the terrain chunks are unloading. I didn't think I would actually spawn. But yeah, I was playing hardcore vanilla WoW. I'm a man of culture, so vanilla WoW only for me. And I realized that it's actually playing hardcore game modes, you know, where you die and you have to like start a new character if you die, right? Only one life. I realized that that's actually like a, kind of just like a long form roguelike. No meta progression, of course. But I was like, why are most roguelike games or roguelite games, you know, only 30 minutes to an hour long run, right? Like, why can't we do longer? The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I think it's something that gamers can actually enjoy. A certain type of gamer, of course. A more hardcore gamer. And I would like to experiment with that. You know, something like RimWorld, you could also see as a roguelike, right? If you play on commitment mode, where, you know, if your colony dies, you just have to start over. You know, every pawn that dies in the colony is dead. I mean, you can revive them under a very specific set of very difficult to reproduce scenarios. Like, there's some resurrector serum and shit, but it's like super expensive and you have to get it from traders and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be like very long form. Like, think if you played vanilla WoW, that the amount of time to level up to max level in vanilla WoW, but you have a meta progression every time you die, and then every few levels, as you level up, you'll get like a choice from like maybe 3 random abilities. It'll be unique to your class, and then you'll start to create like a build as you level up and go through the world and build your colony and stuff like that. And then when you die, you'll start over at level 1, but your colony and anything that you've done in the world, like the world state stays the same, right? It doesn't like reset or anything. So your colony can still be there. And maybe maybe you recruited a really good blacksmith in your last run, so he can now make you really good gear at the start of your next run. So that's kind of what I'm going for. But yeah, in our quest to do so, we need to rewrite the gameplay ability system. And I was going through and I was just trying to figure out all the different places I use ability tasks, which I will need to rewrite. And I was thinking that I don't actually, the ones that I use, I'm not sure are entirely necessary. Like, waiting for these gameplay tags to be added, I could probably just change that to ability blocked by or canceled by tags. That's a nice concept, yoink. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Not afraid of people stealing any ideas or anything. Steal away. I'm not Nintendo. Let's do not that. Find in blueprints. Ability. Let's do wait for. Wait for attribute changed. I will need to rewrite that one. Wait for attribute changed. Tag. Construct end on tag calculator. Is that my code? Did I make that? What is this? End on tag calculator. Oh, that is my code. That is my code. 6th day of gas, yep. End on tag calculator. Yeah, so that's using the ability system component as well. End on tag, huh? Why wouldn't I just... Because the ability, I think, has source blocked tag, target required tags. Oh. There is no... That's why. That's why I'd had to do all those. Because there's no... I thought there was, but I guess there's no, like, cancel this ability when X tags are applied. So there's source blocked. This ability is blocked if the source actor / component has any of these tags. And then there's activation blocked, which has the same exact description. This ability is blocked if the activating actor component has any of these tags. Okay, so I need to... So for my system, I have this for effects that I rewrote. I have like a whole gameplay tag entity data. So I have like all these different tags, tag datas that mean different things. And I have blocked by tags entity data. And I made the decision that I'm not going to have a difference between blocked by tags and canceled by tags. Those are one and the same. Because I don't think that there's ever going to be a case where I want to block the activation of an ability or block the application of an effect and not also cancel it under the same tags. I don't know why I would want to do that. I guess you could use that for like an overwrite, but I think I'm gonna have a separate piece of entity data for that. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just, I'm still gonna reuse the gameplay ability for a little bit. So I'll just turn the activation blocked tags and or source block tags into what I need it for. So I don't need these, I don't need to make these wait fors, which is so stupid. Why don't they have a cancel this ability when tag gets added? That seems like a no-brainer. But see, this is the kind of shit that I can rewrite. This is the kind of shit that I can rewrite. Wait for confirm input. Ooh, that's gonna be a hairy one, right? That's probably inherently tied to the ability system component as well. Wait for confirm input. Wait, confirm, cancel. Yep, there it is. We'll need to rewrite that one. Would need to rewrite that one. Yeah, and then all the rest of these seem like attribute changes. Yeah, which I know I'll need to write that one. Yeah, we need to rewrite a wait for attribute changed. So, you write that down on our list here. Wait for attribute change. Wait for confirm / cancel input. I don't think we need the wait for tag. I don't think we need that. Ability modifier effects, and then I need to cancel / block abilities. Ability by tag. We need to do that data because I haven't done that yet. Damage calculation needs work as well. Damage processor. Anywhere that I have add loose tags. Let me look at add. Let me just do loose tags. I do need to replace all those, yeah. I do need to replace all those. This is in my character base. Remove loose tags from entity. Here we go. Same thing. Same thing here. Add loose tags to entity to entity to entity. Okay, cool. Oh, he probably looked all weird because he couldn't compile. Is that right? Okay, yeah, there's way more to do here. Try activate ability. We want the toggle auto attack ability. Entity context object. Ability level doesn't matter. None of that matters. Okay. Doesn't even matter to me. Cancel abilities with tags. I think I will probably want to do that. Cancel abilities with tags. Yeah, let's, I think we should do the confirm input. I could just probably roll my own system for that. I don't think I'll need to actually replace the ability system component part of the confirm and cancel. I can just be my own. So character base compiles now. Current target, payload. Get that out of here now. Boop. Boop. Entity content. Why did I... Oh, I changed the name, and I guess I didn't do a... I guess I didn't do a redirector or redirect on that. Okay. What's... Okay, eat food. Yeah, this one is... What, a colonist is an object? What was it before? An actor? Why did that change? Oh, this is the behavior tree task. Yeah, just delete this. I don't need that anymore. Force delete. We're not using the behavior tree anymore. That's old. That is old school. Okay, I have 0 abilities. I have 0 abilities now. They have no health. Okay. Okay. It's all broken. Shit. Okay. Have I gone through this? Let me make sure. I'm not fully confident. Yeah. I was not confident that toggle auto attack was updated. Wait gameplay tag query on actor. That is the one place that I might need to have gameplay tag events. Maybe I could be a bit more clever about that though. I'm doing it a different way. Get owning actor from actor info. Can't have that. But I think I'm going to replace the gameplay tag asset thing. Get component by class, ability anim. Yeah, I mean this is only executed on the character, so that's fine. On the player character. Is target in range on the ASC. I think I rewrote. That's my own function. Didn't I? I thought I rewrote a function for this. Is there a range? Is within min range. Check target. I could just write an is within range. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let me look at the ability system component. Is target within range? Distance to less than or equal to range. We could write a function for that probably. Is target in range? Okay. View gameplay ability base. Is target in range? And I don't know, is it on the melee ability? Yeah, like this isn't a melee ability. So the range, yeah, I think actually maybe I don't want that. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I don't want that. This is not blueprintable. Instigator location is target faction attackable. Distance to target is target in range. Moved on from ECS refactoring? Sort of. We're still doing refactoring in relation to ECS, but for the ability system. Is target in range? Yeah, what do I want to do here? Is within max range. Let's just rewrite this is target in range, but on the gameplay ability. And then we can do... And I guess distance too. And so we'd have to pass in instigator location, which is like the part that I automatically want to do. Yeah, I mean this is fine. We'll do this. U entity or no U ability utils. Distance to pass in entity subsystem. Instigator location can be try get entity, or is it get entity? The my generic utils entity location, entity subsystem, owner entity. And then actor transform, sure. What are you complaining about? Yeah. And then distance to get current target. Ability utils. Get current target. You know, I can also use the context object, but we have the information already. Okay, so we've rewritten that. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Is target and range already defined? What? Or just range? Range is already defined. Okay, call that in range. Okay. So let's also, I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and put the gameplay tag asset interface on here. Although maybe I want like a get owner function. And that would be like a U object. Get owner would be like a U object, I think. And I would just want to get some context object for the owner entity, which would have to be the proxy actor. That would have to be the proxy actor. Is there ever a case where I would want to say has tag on like the ability itself? Maybe? I don't want to have to get the proxy actor every time though. Maybe we can just get that here. Why don't we do something like this? Dead. Why don't we do something like whenever we instantiate that? Whenever we instantiate that, which would be in the, what do I call it, the activation processor. Let's make an init function. Init gameplay ability owner entity system ability level. Put that at the end. And I guess I would also want, oh no, that's fine, we can do that. And then just like set this to 0. Ability level, inability level, so let's change, what's that? Let's do this. Init, gameplay ability, there we go. And then I want one for proxy actor. Call it owner proxy actor. That is not what we want. Do I need to make a weak pointer? This returns a strong object pointer. Now we can make a weak pointer there. And why are you guys all mad? What happened? Why is everyone mad? Oh, because this doesn't have a comma. Thoughts on job market being cooked? I don't know. What thoughts can I have on that? What kind of thoughts are you looking for? Yeah, it's not great. Not sure what more I can say about that. Sucks for new grads. Okay, so we have the proxy actor now. So I think I want like a function for just like get owner. There's so many functions here, man. So many functions. Let's just put this up front. Inactivate, activate ability. Actually, we'll put it at the end. Put it down here. This is bool get owner. Return owner proxy actor dots get. I blame Sam Altman. I don't know if he's solely to blame, but what you're saying is I blame AI. Oh, this is returning a fucking bool, not a... I don't know, should I make it return an actor? Might as well, right? It is an actor or a U object are my options. I guess I can pin. I don't know if the pin works here though. Yeah, I definitely don't fully blame AI for the current job market. I don't know how much AI has to do with it. It's definitely something to consider, but I think a big reason is overhiring from COVID and interest rates being down. The overhiring from COVID, it's been like 5 years. Actually, it's only been like 3 maybe since the end of that. 3 to 4 years, so. I think interest rates have a large impact. Have quite a large impact. Thanks for the subs, guys. Welcome in, everyone. So I have a get owner, but I need the owner. I need this to have the gameplay tag asset interface. Yeah. And then I guess I just need to figure out get ability system component. Yeah, we'll put that down here. So let's figure out what functions we have here. What functions do we have in the gameplay tag asset interface? Do I need to implement all of these? What are you doing? I feel like I don't need to rewrite that one. I feel like I don't need to rewrite that one. Get owned gameplay tags, owned tags has any. So I just need to implement get owned tags. Yeah. That makes sense. Tag owned tags equals wrong. Oh, the loose tags though. I need to combine them. Yeah, I need to combine them. Get tags, tag container, append, tags, owned tags, loose. Loose! Yeah, that's what we need to do there. Okay, we also need this on the player character. Oh, I have one already. Interesting. Now it's just returning the ability system component tags. Okay. Well, now we do that. Also, I was returning here. I was returning here. Okay. Zach, welcome in. Thank you for, there's multiple Zachs. Welcome into both of you. Is that a game? It is. Entity is good there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we will do that. Okay, so we've done dang did that. Wait, input press. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and rebuild. Let's go ahead and rebuild. Let me file, save all, control shift save, control S, close. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's rebuild. So yes, I am working on a game. It is an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain and AI generated quests. I want to run the entire world. You know, you'll have your own colony. There will be NPC ran colonies. I want these to be running at all times and, you know, making decisions and doing things to make the world feel alive. So I wrote my own ECS for that, which is just a way to very efficiently, it's an architecture to very efficiently do so. When will you finish? Oh, never. I never will. I hope I never finish. I would like to work on this forever, actually. And I'm not being facetious about saying that. But yeah, there are other colonies running. You know, I want your entities to actually have to travel to places, potentially your colonists, you know, to chop trees, you know, interact with other colonies, this and that. But yeah, I wrote my own ECS, and I was using the gameplay ability system for combat and everything, which is a very nice built-in system for Unreal Engine. But it's not very efficient when you multiply it by 1,000, right? I could get about 200 entities in combat before it dropped to about 20 FPS. So I am now rewriting the gameplay ability system into my ECS. Have you ever worked on smaller projects? In game dev, no. I've been a software engineer for many years, though. What was that? Okay, we just had to compile literally everything. Okay, so I think I can do is target in range now. But on the gameplay ability, so we can get rid of the ability system component. And while we're at it, let's find the usages. Cancel abilities with tags. Okay, well, get self tags. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, where else are we using this? Distance to target. Distance to target. Oh, shit. I should have looked further because I'll need to rebuild now again. Distance to targets. Where did I just write that code? Where did I just write it? It's target range, okay. So let's do floats, U my gameplay ability base, distance to target. Return, distance to target, less than range. Okay. Cancel abilities with tags again. Is swinging. Has any matching gameplay tags. Okay, so get owner. Has any matching gameplay tags. Distance of target, once again, we need. Eat food. Yeah, I didn't do this one, did I? Add ability to queue, get component from object. Instigator is an actor object. Let's just do get ability anim. Get anim queue. There we go. It's actually kind of nice that everything is an entity now. Now I don't need to do so many like switches on like if it's a player or not, you know. Remove active effects with tags. Yeah, we should do that in a different way. We should do that in a different way. Find tag set by color magnitude. Right, okay, right. Interesting. Okay. So this is kind of system that I don't have built in yet. Truly, I think I would just need a function for it. Make outgoing gameplay spec, okay. So let's write down some more to-dos here. So we did cancel ability with tags, remove effect with tags. I'm gonna say question mark because I don't know if I want to do that. Also set by color magnitudes. And I probably need to change the ability modifiers a bit as well to have a bit more functionality. There's a lot of manual stuff I'm doing here. Instigator. Let's do get owner instead. Is that a built-in one? It's not. I don't need to set, I shouldn't need to set that anymore because I can just get that from the owner. Don't delete it yet. Don't delete it yet. Get player character. Okay, where else? Get entity location, get self. Okay, yeah, just delete it there. We'll fix that up later. Okay, delete that now. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad about that for a little bit. We'll just replace that. Even though I'm not going to use the ability system component anymore, I'm just going to replace that. It stops complaining. Okay. Gameplay tag interface. Done. Cross it off. Well, let's cross it off to actually be satisfying about it. What is it? Alt-Shift-5? There we go. Need a job. Okay, what other abilities do I need to like look at that I haven't? Stop move velocity. It's just like get owner. Yeah, we need to set by caller some things. Weight attribute change threshold. Damn. Again, that'll be deleted. This one will need to change pretty substantially. That'll need to change pretty substantially. I think we're good there. Select target I think is good as well. Rather than end ability my end. There we go. Get player character. Self. God, the noodles are so ugly. Oof. Oof. Okay. That one looks good. Sleep. Sleepy pee-pee. AMQ. Self. Yeah. We'll want to replace that. This one I think I can probably apply effect to target. I will just have to get the owner. Affect entity row handle. Let me try. I'm interested. Did I make that a ref or not? I want to try it for next rebuild. It is a const ref. Let's see if we don't do that, if I get the selector there, because that would be, it would be nice to have that. Random just into the stream. What is this exactly? This is game dev. Welcome in. Can I get owner entity? I can. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's for now promote this to a variable. This will be called sleep. Of course, it's saved, which kicked me out of the rename. The autosave kicked me out of the rename. Just Unreal Engine things. Gameplay effect level. Stacks. Interesting. We can replace that. Find event to damage taken. I guess damage taken event would need to be replaced as well. So damage taken event. Let's say ASC damage taken event. Okay. Yeah, the list is getting longer, not smaller. That's not exactly what I want. Oh yeah, we need to do this now. It's the whole reason I rebuilt. Distance to our... Are you... Wait, did I not rebuild? Did I not rebuild that yet? Distance to target. It says 2 blueprint usages. It's the wrong one. Wait, I don't know if I've rebuilt this yet. Is target in range? I have that, but not this one. Okay, let's save it. Let's rebuild now. Let's rebuild now. May I have some oats, brother? I'll allow it. Okay, yeah, so we got a nice fat rebuild that we cooked up here. Okay. Think about what my next move is. I'm just going to continue going through these gameplay abilities and I guess just tabulating all the stuff that needs to change. I think this is the a big one. Maybe move that up. Ability modifier effects is a big one. Cancel block ability by tags. Maybe we put that there just to start so that we can finally get the abilities finished off. I guess cancel abilities with tags. Cancel abilities with tags. I kind of feel like, yeah, we should really audit our usage of these like explicit cancel/remove calls, and then maybe just try to work those into the existing parameters of like block/cancel tags on the assets themselves. So it's more implicit, but I know in some cases we may still need to do that, especially with like the auto attack ability. The auto attack is actually quite fucking complicated. If you had to compare this game to another game, what would it be? I always say it's a combination of like Vanilla WoW plus RimWorld plus Hades is what I'm going for. So it's an RPG Colony Sim Roguelike. Or Roguelite, rather. Okay, back to the toggle auto attack. Can I finally do distance to target? I can. Okay, let's find all the places we use ASC here. Set, of course, cancel abilities with tags. I can just like, let's just like get owner. Can I not? I thought there was a built-in one for that. I guess not. It sounds sick? Thanks, man. It's, I've been working on this for a while. We've still got a ways to go. We've still got a ways to go. I guess this is actually fine, because this is an ability that's only executed from the character, so I think we're good. Get current target. Get current target. This one, why are you so hairy? Oh, get target ability system component where the has any matching gameplay text. I need to like get owned gameplay tags. Oh, I need to make my own. What is the expected timeline for the release of this game? Never. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I did have these like entity hashtag and stuff like that. I should probably just use that. Although I don't have them. I need to go back and replace these with wait, hang on, go back. Is in build mode. Where was the other one? Yeah, get interacting actor. That should have a matching gameplay tags function. Okay, yeah, change those back. Okay, so these ones kind of moot now, right? And I think maybe I just need like a static void get owned gameplay tags. So get entity owned gameplay tags. Entity context object and out tags. Yeah. Delete those. Go back into, what was it, the proxy actor that I did that in? Yeah, so give me that. Get entity data from context. Here we go. Okay, so now I can do the kind of ad hoc things here. Then dare I use this in like other ones? Like, do I use this in proxy actor? You know, create another dependency. It's so clean though. I can't help it. I think I may want a utils just for tag things. Maybe these ones. And these ones. Okay, so I do now have a way to replace this now. I do have a way to replace that now. Okay, we're gonna rebuild again for the millionth time today. 19. 19's not too bad. All right. Okay. Open them all back up. Okay, we were on toggle auto attack. Of course, it doesn't maintain which tab you were on. Of course it doesn't. I think I was doing a find all. Yeah, no? No, I wasn't. Okay, so this should be git owner. Okay, is auto attacking allowed to start? Character has any? Oh yeah, I guess just character. We don't need to use the owner because this is always going to be only character. What did I just click on? Okay. Current targets. Okay, that all looks good. Okay. Just targeted melee range. Yeah, that looks good. Start range, auto attack. That looks good. Trigger melee auto attack. You look good. Good auto attack, continue. Okay, so here is where we want to diverge here. Get owned. Get entity. Wait, no. Did I not make it static? No. Wait, why can't I get owned? Oh, because I was doing it on the... Oh wait, yeah, that's not going to work. That's actually straight up not going to fucking work. I need an entity. I need one that takes in an entity in a subsystem. Okay. Another one. Get entity owned gameplay tags. One is... How do we even... I hate that you can't overload. I guess it makes sense now. I guess it makes sense that you can't overload things in blueprints. F entity. Okay, we need one for entity. Is this why UE5 runs like ass? UE5 does not run like ass on its own. It takes developers who don't have time to optimize to make it run like ass. I blame the business side of the game development, like the publishers and the money men who always want the game out yesterday, right? So they don't allot any time for optimization during development, and they don't allot any time at the end of development to optimize. They do the absolute bare minimum, and then developers just have to do what they're told. So in larger studios, it's the business fault. I blame the business. In smaller studios, I think the case is more so that Unreal Engine is actually a really powerful engine that allows you to make, you know, AAA looking games, like very high fidelity games, very easily. And what that means is that there are some developers who just aren't as skilled at the engine and potentially, you know, use some of these next generation technologies that require beefier hardware. And, you know, they don't always know all the ins and outs and the idiosyncrasies of the technologies and stuff like that, myself included. I don't understand. You know, I know that when I tick on Lumen, I lose about 20-30 FPS, but, you know, if I were to use Lumen, I would dive heavily into that and try to make sure that I'm using it properly. Yeah, UE5 is the next generation engine, so it doesn't run as well as like UE4, all things equal. But that's because it has different systems in it. You know, like the physics system is new, and it does run slower, but it should be more realistic, right? It's a higher fidelity system, and so anytime you have higher fidelity systems, they are going to take more power, right? And there are games that have come out that have been very well optimized in Unreal Engine. People just, it's the red light fallacy, right? People, you always kind of feel like you hit more red lights when you're driving, but that's because you spend more time at the red lights than you do the green lights. You probably actually hit far more green lights, but it doesn't feel that way. And so, yeah, people don't talk about how well games run very much, right? Maybe they do, but not for as long as they talk about how shitty games run. So you think there's a lot of shitty Unreal Engine games out there. And I mean, you're not wrong to think so, but there are also well-made Unreal Engine games out there. At what point does chasing fidelity get in the way of chasing better systems? I mean, usually those two things are done by separate people, separate teams or something like that, right? So those aren't like, it's not like in a larger studio case, it's not a one or the other kind of thing. But I think I agree with you in that, you know, I think AAA specifically should be doing more game design rather than just throwing money at an art team and just putting like a bunch of fancy looking assets. Like, I'm looking at you, Veilguard, Dragon Age, you know, I'm looking at you, Avowed. You know, these games that come out that just don't have that much depth to them and they just look really nice, you know? It's like, do something more for me. To your point, make better systems, right? Anyways, get owned gameplay tags. What do I want to name this? This is super annoying. It's like, I need to get target tags. Is that what I should name it? I'll just say get owned gameplay tags from entity context. God, that's such a long name, though. So I want to auto entity subsystem. And then use entity here, and then do entity subsystem. Get entity data. Here we go. There we go. The thing is, like, about in regards to chasing fidelity, let's rebuild that. In regards to the statement about fidelity over system depth, or I guess it's specifically like visual fidelity. Forrest, welcome in. What? Yes. Need to change that. Need to change it. That was project character. Where's proxy actor? Needs the same thing as well. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, in regards to fidelity, visual fidelity versus gameplay systems depth, like I agree in that. You know, especially AAA. I think indie does a great job at this, but AAA. Like, they're catering to what gamers want, right? And gamers straight up will not, like they say the best investment in your house is a fresh coat of paint. And it's because humans are so superficial, they'll say. Just inherently, like we just look at the visuals of something and we think the underlying foundation of it is good because it on the surface looks good, right? This is why we have sayings like don't judge a book by its cover, right? Like we are so you know, first impression based creatures that the visual fidelity is actually the most bang for your buck when it comes to game development. And it turns out you need to put a lot of money into that, so that's why indie can't do it. But like, that's why there are cosmetic microtransactions, right? And that's why AAA spends so much time and investment on the visual fidelity. Oh, I didn't write the like fucking built-in thingy. God damn it. We're gonna have to rebuild again. There we go. Rebuild it again. Okay. So, welcome in, everyone. Hello. I am trying to rewrite the gameplay ability system inside Unreal Engine, such that it's more performant. I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural, destructible terrain and AI-generated quests. I want to run the whole world. It's a large world. If my calculations are correct, it is about 15 kilometers large. And so running the whole world is a lot. And so I wrote my own ECS to do so. Which is just an architecture to very efficiently run thousands and thousands of entities. But now I need to make sure that my combat can handle that as well. Because using gas, which is, I think, actually a pretty good system, it's just not very performant at the scale that I'm doing things. So that's why I need to do this, which is a huge... I was using gameplay abilities for everything, so it's a huge ass refactor. Get owner, has any matching. We can just do character here. We can just do character there. And then I think we're good there. So I think we're finally actually good. Except I think maybe for one place. Yeah, they cancel abilities with tags. Otherwise, we're good. I want to ask you something about static mesh component. Do you find the performance decent? I'm asking because I'm going to switch from real-time mesh component, which is fast but buggy and no support for 5.6. Well, I mean, if you're using, from what I understand, the runtime mesh component, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't use the runtime mesh component. I know that that's a plugin that existed. I think it's kind of deprecated now because Unreal Engine has both the procedural mesh component, which I think is the old way, but the dynamic mesh component is the new one. But yeah, if you're not doing any mesh deformation, you should. I don't think you should have started there to begin with. I would imagine that the static mesh component is more performant than the runtime mesh component. But if you want the most performant one, you would use the instanced static mesh component. That is the most performant one. Especially if you have multiple, like if you only have one of the static mesh, doesn't make sense. But if you have multiple of the same static mesh in a scene, or in a level, or whatever, you should use the instant static mesh component. Because that will only do one draw call for all of the static meshes. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good there. What next? What about land mass? What about it? What about, like, as in like landscape, the landscape versus assets? I don't think those are interchangeable systems. I don't think I'm understanding the question though. Set by color, tag magnitudes, ability modifier effects. I'm gonna move this one up. Wait for confirm. Cancel inputs. Cancel abilities of tags. Remove effective tags. Damage processor. ASC damage taken events. Okay. Okay, did I get through all of these abilities here? Wolf bite. I think this one has been broken for some time. What was the damage? I think it was deal damage, right? Yeah, deal damage to current target. I don't know, does this, I don't even think this is an old one. I don't think this works at all anymore. Yeah, I don't have a curve table row for this or anything. I guess I should check if the target is valid. I don't know if I can, though. Is valid target? I guess I can. Okay, and it's also playing a montage, which I don't think will work either. Keep getting errors of too many shaders, low memory, working on 300 plus ships and Arch for 3 cities. Yeah, you may want to look at like asset streaming or something, level streaming, world partition, that kind of stuff. I've not used any of them, but I think that's what, sounds like you got a lot in your scene, which you may need to start partitioning. Okay, so yeah, I think we're for the most part good. There's still just a lot of things we need to replace here. Did I do like a full look up for loose tags? Or we'll say loose tag. Start select target mode. Yeah, we need to add is in select target mode. Get self. Does that default to self? No, it doesn't. Remove, let's say get self. Remove loose tags from entity, make container, make literal gameplay tag container is in select target mode. Okay. The rest of them are just, I thought I would use loose tags more there, but I guess not. Move active gameplay effects with tags. Yeah, okay. Okay. What's the next thing that we're doing? I think we should jump into... Yeah, all these are going to be edits to the existing systems and stuff. Okay. So let's think through wait for attribute change. Let's think through that. So we have a ton of fucking code here. Attribute modifier. Or I just called it attribute processor, right? Attribute processor. So I suppose I could add a piece of entity data that has like either a delegate on it or a lambda or something. I guess it would have to be a delegate if we're doing blueprint stuff. And that would be just like an optional piece of data here on the NPC entity. And then we would just call that delegate if it exists. I don't know if I want to get in the business of like calling delegates, you know what I mean? From within this processor. But again, I don't know what the performance is going to be, which is why I wouldn't want to do that. I really need to get this stuff running before I start considering performance, I think. Running and working first. Yeah, I suppose the easiest way would just be a delegate or something. And is there like, I don't know, is there any pattern in what I use that for? God, there's a lot of them. I mean, yeah, it's always like UI related things, right? Oh dear. Yeah, this one's broken. Delete that. That's an old one. Yeah, I mean, level up is one there too. Yeah, it's always just like making things happen in response. I mean, that's like the fucking most general statement ever. Ending abilities. Yeah, when we like meet the threshold or whatever. For this is what, construct building? Yeah. The XP bar, yeah. Yeah, a lot of most of it's UI stuff. Most of it is UI stuff. Soggy bread, thanks for the sub, dude. Soggy bread. Have you got a soggy bottom? Any Great British Baking Show enjoyers in the chat? Initialize nameplate. Oh yeah, my nameplates haven't been working for a long time. Attribute change threshold as well. I don't know if I need that. I can probably just check if it's at max. That's kind of like overkill, especially if I'm only using it once. Ah, yes, the floor here is made of floor. Yes, indeed. Math is math. What do you mean they changed math? Attribute changed callback, I suppose, is what we would call it. Don't know that I'm happy about doing this, but we'll do it. What is this? Because I suffix everything with attribute data. Although it could just be attributes. Change entity data. Attribute callback? Or just change? I think changed is good. Attributes. Can we forward declare that? We would want that. These are going to be done through C, so I don't need to use properties on them, I don't think. I want a delegate. And I think I need declare. It does need to be dynamic. Delegate F on attribute changed. How many params would I want? Do I want new value? I mean, I suppose old and current value would be nice. So we'll go 2 params. Float old value. Float new value. Okay, and then I would want a, I guess I'll slam it in ability utils. Slap it in there. U function, blueprint, blurprint, callable, category, entity, static, void, await for attribute change. Wait for entity attribute change. Entity context object. So do I ever not have an entity context object for any of these? Why does it keep getting rid of my search results? I would like you to keep those. Target actor is self on the building object actor. Oh fuck, buildings are gonna need to be entities now. Oh fuck. Didn't realize that. I did not realize that. That's going to be fine. This is on an ability. Abilities are going to be fine. This is a user widget, but we got character, so that's fine. That's fine. Attached to, which is an actor, that's also fine. That's also fine. Displayed character, that should be fine. Nameplate is pawn, which should be fine. Although the NPC, yeah, the NPC characters have a, they have an entity interface on them, so we're good there. Well, time to refactor the entire project. Yeah, well, it's been that way for 6 days now. 6 days. Wait for attribute change. So we want t enum as byte, and we want to make sure that we don't use the ref. We don't want to use ref. Attribute. Is that all I need? So it has like a, I guess it returns the attribute as well. Which I don't think I ever use that, but it could be nice. It could be nice. But the input, I don't need anything other than what I've been trying to be crazy. go back to the entity delegate thing out here. Just in case I want to like listen. Just in case I want to like have the same function handle multiple change events, we can use attribute there. And so wait for entity attribute change. We would want to do, I would need to get the entity subsystem. And then I would want to go entity subsystem, add Q, add entity data, F attribute change, entity data. Oh, right, I need to pass in the actual fucking delegate here too. F. Attribute changed data dot on attribute changed. There we go. You add data for entity and attribute changed data. There we go. So that's all queued up. We have a nice little function to use. Now let's actually do something with it. Attribute processor. So we will want with optional F attribute changed entity data. Oh, I can't have multiple of these. I can't have multiple of these. Okay, I need to rethink this actually. The easiest way to have multiple is to just make this like a default spawned thing and then have a list of data. Excuse me. Attribute changed entity data. F attribute change handler attribute change data T sets. Are delegates, do delegates have a property, an equality? No. T based dynamic delegate, can I show me? Do you have an equality operator? I don't think so. I don't think so. You mentioned instance static mesh. Isn't that only useful if you're making multiple instances of the same mesh? For terrain, I'm doing basically rendering an entire planet using quad tree chunks. It would be huge chunks. Oh, and you're generating the terrain at runtime? I mean, yeah, you would need a dynamic mesh component for that. You can't use static mesh components for that, let alone instant static mesh components. Yeah, you would want to use dynamic mesh component. That's that or procedural mesh component are your only options at that point. And the dynamic mesh component has far more functionality. Yeah, and like if you're only doing like you can also bake the dynamic mesh components into static mesh components, but I don't know what I don't know if you can do that at runtime or not. So something to look into. And I don't know what the performance is on that. I would like a T set of this shit. Also, yeah, I guess I need to know the only trigger once. I need to know that as well. And then I guess I'm just going to, I guess I'm just going to have to T-array and remove. Yeah, and then this will need to be, we can just make that, I'm going to have to make that required. I'm going to have to make that one required. And so, first of all, let's register that before we forget. Wait, where the hell am I? There we are. Okay, so we have that, and then in proxy actor as a part of the ability system process, like we need that one, like changed entity data. Add a default one. So it's always on there. Anything in the ability system should always have that. F attribute changed entity data, make that a ref, yes. See, the thing is, I don't know which one, I guess I don't, because I'm recalculating them each time. I guess I need to check the old and new values. Let's see if they're unequal. Yeah, I guess I would need to... Yeah, let's do this. Get base value. Or we'll do to get current value. If B applied to base value, just set it. And we're not looping here. I actually, why did I write it like this? This is going to be... It's going to be like way simpler. Oh, I guess I still need the set. That value. I could make a lambda for it. Let's make a lambda for it. Auto set value. Okay. And we can just do old value here as well. Salute to the game creators. Hell yeah, thank you, my dude. Welcome in. We'll say if override skip other application types. And then we want the new value here. Well, I'll do else here. Do an else. And then that way we don't return. And then I can do here float new value. Fucker, what are you saying to me? It's trying to teach me about the conjunction junction. What's your function? But I don't understand. If old value not equal to new value. Okay, so let's apply the, or let's pass in the this thing. And I wonder, should I store that as like a map or something? I wonder. I just have an array of these handlers. Maybe I should store a map of attribute, like attribute based. That way I can maybe skip some. How many am I gonna have? I guess I have quite a few. Probably more as I do more UI stuff. So yeah, there could be a considerable amount in there. And here's just another example of where I am questioning whether O of n is going to be faster or slower than O of 1 due to cache locality principles. Let's go tmap tenum as byte to f attribute handler. We can remove the attribute from there. Handlers. Handlers, if attribute data, let's update this function. There we go. If we have a handler, oh, this needs to be a T array. Yeah. Let's do a for reverse so that I can remove. Handlers dot num. Handlers I dot on attribute chain. Wait, why isn't that oh, because you're an array. You're an array pointer. So I need to do like that thing. There we go. Now it exists. Why on earth would you think that that's what I want? If only trigger once, remove at handlers is a pointer. So yeah, we can still remove at I and then continue the iteration. Okay. So now let's go back to our utils here. Yeah, we're gonna need to fix this up. We want attributes, and then we want only bool be only trigger once. Man, and I'm gonna miss these fancy execution pins here. This is a game I'm passionate about. Yeah, so it is a hobby free time thing, so it's not like super serious or anything. But it is something I'm quite passionate about. Yeah, maybe I should put this as a... It would be really nice to have this as a whole class. Maybe I should do that. That way I can get the niceties of this node. Which it doesn't want to give me... Find and keep your secrets. Find and keep your secrets. Is it going to be on Steam? Maybe one day in 20 years. Wait for attribute change. Yeah, this is the sauce here. And so I guess we have of course it has just like nested things. Ability task, of course, is tied to the ability system component. Gameplay task. Tick task. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I guess I just need to learn how it exposes these pins. God, of course this function. Oh my god, dude. Put your functions on multiple lines, please, for the love of God. Come 2050, this will be a top-selling game in Steam too. Yeah, that's the spirit. Default to self, owning ability. Interesting. So how does it get the pins to show up? I see on change. What about changed? How does it, I never understood how to create these like execution pins. How do I do that? It's got to be an ability task somewhere, right? Maybe it's in gameplay task. The word changed doesn't even show up. How does this work? Okay, so I am in the right place. Oh no, I wasn't. Oh, it's the async one. I see. I see. So how does it get this class to show up like as a node? Can I just... Do you think I should just create my own? Because this doesn't do a whole lot, does it? I would very much like to understand how this actually creates the little nodes. There's so many of them. Oh my god. It's recommended to use wait for attribute change instead. I mean, does just having a delegate on here just automatically? I can just reuse that delegate. It is a dynamic multicast delegate as well, which doesn't make sense because an execution ping can only go to one thing. The async action. Is that the node that does the magic? I'll probably have to dig into that at a later point because it's time for me to go. We're working on this right now. Find someone to send you guys over. What do we have today? What do we have today? We have an 11-year stream week. Oh my goodness. Send you guys over to Stevie. Is Stevie doing game dev? Stevie's not doing game dev. Okay, sorry Stevie. We'll get you next time. We'll do imaginary villain. Dude, this game is looking fucking sick. He's got an outdoor area now. I don't know if he had that before, but it looks nice. We're going to send you guys over to Imaginary Villain. But thank you all so much for joining me. I have to get off and go to work now. And I will see you guys all next time for more gas refactoring. Goodbye.